AC goes in the direction of Jones. He's got it!
Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to the Fred TV Sports Report. For the past 10 years, Bishop Connolly head coach Bill Shea has brought the old school Hoop Academy to the LaFrance Gymnasium. Prior to this past winter, the last time we saw Coach and his Cougars was pre-pandemic, so it was great to catch up with him this week. Here's more from Connolly. Old school hoop lessons from an old school coach. Bill Shea has been around sports his entire life and has nearly 30 years as a varsity head coach under his belt in the Cougar Den. During school breaks, he enjoys teaching the youngsters about the sport he loves. The best part? It's open to all, regardless of skill level.
Kids who want to get a little more serious, they get a little more serious attention. Some kids just here to get up and down the court, have some fun. We got dodgeball for the younger kids, so it's more of a, fun type of camp with some instruction thrown in there.
Aiden has been coming to these clinics for about 5 years now, and he has already begun thinking about high school. He tells me he wants to play at Connolly for Coach Shea because of how much fun he's had attending his academies.
Getting better at shooting, catch and shoot, how to step in on your shot. And I used to pick up my dribble and stuff a lot and travel, so it helped me on that.
As an athlete, physical conditioning isn't the only training necessary to be successful. Mentally, you've got to be there too. Like so many, Coach adapted to the COVID shutdown 2 years ago and started recording instructional videos, which are now on his new YouTube channel, Commit to Compete. There are dedicated playlists for fellow coaches, players, and even parents. As a high school coach, he felt compelled to offer this free additional help.
I'm seeing less and less kids coming up who understand what competition entails, the sacrifice, the work, what coaches are looking for. So what the site's about is to try to educate parents on how to educate their kids, how to handle the ups and downs of sports.
Coach went on to say that it's about powering through those ups and downs and understanding that failure is growth. Be sure to take a moment and check out his Commit to Compete YouTube channel. Additionally, there is just one more Old School Hoop Academy session left for summer 2022, and it starts this Monday. So visit Coach Shea's website for more information. A direct link is also in the video description of this week's report for both the Fred TV Sports Facebook page and our YouTube channel. All right, we're going to head across the street now to Durfee and catch up with Athletic Director Brad Buston. We spoke with Brad on our first report in early July regarding the new softball field and tennis courts construction. This week, Brad discussed the timetable for the much-needed renovations on the rest of the athletic complex. After all, it's been over 15 years since the current football stadium and practice turf were constructed. The first item on the list is scheduled to begin this month, Skip Lewis Field, home to varsity baseball.
Depending on the weather, hopefully done by the end of November. And so we have that field ready to go in the spring. And the carpet in the back turf carpet, right now that's scheduled to be done in March.
How confident are we with usage of both of these stadium fields for the fall?
Yeah, everything's going to be fine for the fall. We did the testing on it, and it passed the testing. So we're good for the fall.
Like the new varsity softball field, the new varsity baseball field will be artificial, and the drainage system that comes with field turf will be a huge benefit given how prone to flooding the current field is. If everything goes as planned, all varsity spring sports will be back on campus at Durfee for March of 2023. All right, in 2019, I stopped by the Bay Coast Rowing Center on South Watuppa Pond. Since then, it's been given a new name, and many renovations have been done to the facility. Now, back in March of this year, Fred TV teamed up with the Watuppa Rowing Center to produce a promo. It's a piece that we're very proud of and an invaluable recruiting tool for the Rowing Center coaches. We're going to show that to you now, and when we come back out of the break, we'll have a segment on one of their annual summer programs, United We Row. More after this. Watuppa Rowing Center is uniquely located on South Watuppa Pond in Fall River, the only school of its kind in the region, tuition-free and open to all.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, we're really looking for you. There's so much potential here, guys. Like, you can be a part of something so cool.
South Watuppa is a non-tidal freshwater pond large enough to accommodate a 6-lane race course. For most of the year, we are out on the water, and during the winter months, our rowers head inside for strength and conditioning.
I thought it would be a good idea just to try it, and I came here and now I'm stuck, I guess. I love it.
We would like to have athletes or kids that want to learn to row, no matter the background, because that is how you get the diversification. This is a sport that can fit anybody who wants to do it.
Our schedule is flexible. When you are ready, we are here. We want to make you the best you can be.
We're kind of up and coming. What we want is to make sure that rowing is accessible to anybody and everybody who wants to try it.
From your first practice to your first regatta, our experienced coaches will be there to support and encourage you.
WRC Fight! I've been looking for a new hobby, so I tried it out the summer program and I really liked it.
At first it's going to seem real hard, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets.
Student rowers learn hard work, dedication, and integrity, vital skills that directly transfer to real life off the water. Crew is the ultimate team sport.
Ready and go!
When we get in that boat, we know we all have to watch out for each other, make sure we're all doing our jobs, because each part of the boat has their own job. And if you're not doing your job, then someone else is going to suffer.
Rowing can be another course to higher education. You might even be eligible for scholarships.
Our goal for us as coaches, right, is to build that foundation right now, get those kids, get high school kids, get middle school kids that might like to do it, and hopefully they love the sports as much as we do, that they want to take it to the next level.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, there is so much to see, so much to learn, and so much to love, and it's right here where you live. For more information, visit our website at watupparowingcenter.org. Welcome back. Now fast forward to today, about 5 months after production. The snow has melted, the sun is hot, and the United We Row camps are in full swing. The last time I visited this clinic specifically, I spoke with Monica Smith, who was just about to begin high school. Now, 4 years later, Monica is a high school graduate and a junior coach.
The United We Row are 2-week sessions from 8 to 12, 5 days a week, and that's when the kids learn all about the parts of the boat. They get on the water for the first time, start rowing. It is definitely the ultimate team sport. It's the only sport that you guys have to move at the same time. You guys have to think at the same time. Everything has to be right on time.
Most people will sign up for 1 week or one session, and then they end up coming back again, and then a lot of them join the team. So it's a really good try it out opportunity with no pressure.
It's almost like a feeder system like the middle schools are for the high school.
Yeah, exactly. Partnering with the 2 middle schools is really great, and if we can kind of continue that partnership, that's going to be huge, because right now we've got 6 boats, a barge, a 4, an 8, and 3 singles going out this morning, which is really fun to see that many boats across on the water.
Over $50,000 in renovation funds were secured with the assistance of our state delegation, and the WRC got plenty of help from outside groups too, including Diamond Regional. Assistant Principal Maria Torres told me this week that several shops, including electricity, HVAC, plumbing, and building property management, all performed work on the Rowing Center building. Teamwork makes the dream work. If you think rowing is for you, check out their website, watupparowingcenter.org, or connect with them on Facebook. There are programs for all ages. And we will stay in the South End to wrap up this week with baseball highlights from Chew Park. As we enter the final week of the Fribble regular season, the Braves and Dodgers squared off in the nightcap of Sunday's triple header at Chew. Braves looking to bounce back after the Brewers dealt them their first loss of the season. Top 1 out, Nick Savage at first. Josh Blaze at the dish, and he sets this baseball ablaze. An absolute moonshot to right field. I never saw it land. Braves out to the fast start, 2-0 the score. Top 2. 1 out, a run already in, men at first and second. Blaze back up, and this time goes the other way. Just feet from what would have been his second homer of the night. Seref McDowell and Nick Savage round the bases, and it's 4-0 Braves. Next up at the plate, Adam Crisafulli. First pitch swinging, and he drives one to the deepest part of Chew Park. Blaze can trot home on the ground rule double for Crisafulli. It's a 4-run second inning for the Braves, who lead it now 6-0 after 2. Braves getting it done defensively as well. Seref McDowell in center with one of the best plays we've seen in 10 years of Fribble coverage, an over-the-shoulder catch that he makes look routine. A web gem right there. Dodgers would grab their first run here in the bottom of the 4th on an RBI single from Owen Caldwell, which scored Tyler Beckerman from third. But the Braves ran away with this one after our camera had left. 14-3 the final in a shortened 7-inning game. As we look at the updated standings, what a difference a week makes. The Brewers, highlighted in red, finished the season on a 6-game winning streak. The Dodgers lost 3 of their final 4 games and second place in the process. So the Braves and Brewers once again finish 1-2, followed by the Dodgers and the Twins. Here's your playoff brackets. They shape up like this. The defending champs will host the Twins in the semis. The Brewers will host the Dodgers. It's a best-of-3 round. A doubleheader of Game 1s is scheduled for this Sunday. And lastly, in ECFL football, the Tri-City Titans play their 4th consecutive road game tomorrow, returning home next Saturday, the 13th. They'll travel to Falcon Field to face the Connecticut Panthers in a rematch from Week 2. The Titans at 0-6, still looking for that first W of the season. And we will catch up with the Titans at practice on next week's program and get you ready for their 4th home game of the season. We'll also catch up with one of our former Fred TV standouts who is working at the Battleship Cove sailing program. That was a fun story. I can't wait to share it with you. All that and more next Friday night. For our studio crew, Alex Mello, Craig Salvador, Pamela Martin, and David Montero, Director Mike Ferreira, I'm Evan Massoud. Stay cool out there and enjoy a good weekend.